Hi friends, welcome to GMK tutorials. So today we are going to discussing about the signals and systems topic series. Our topic is nothing but distortionless transmission through a system. Okay, so it is our main topic and it is the most important topic for the external point of view. So let us see what is meant by distortionless transmission through a system. So before going to the distortionless, first of all we have to define what is meant by distortion. So distortion means that the shape of the signal is changes when it is transmitting through a system, that is generally called as a distortion. So distortionless means that the output of the system is an exact replica of the input, then it is generally called as a distortionless transmission. Suppose let us consider a small thing, it is a transmitter. If you are sending a transmitter side one sinusoidal signal, let us consider like this. If it is transmitting through some system, okay, at the receiver we are getting the same signal, that is generally called as a distortionless signal. Okay, so that system is generally called as a distortionless system. Okay, so for that purpose we have to consider the two parameters. So in this consideration, amplitude may be changing. Okay, amplitude may be changing depending upon the increase, may be increasing or decreasing. At the same time, time delay. Okay, time delay. So delay may be advanced. Okay, so that is generally called, that means here main criteria is nothing but the shape of the signal cannot be changed when it is transmitting through a system. That is the most important thing. If the shape of the signal is cannot be changed, that is generally called as a distortionless transmission. So for that purpose, let us see. So distortionless transmission means that the output of the system cannot be changed. The output of the system is an exact replica of the input, that is generally called as a distortionless transmission. Okay, so for that purpose, mathematically we can represent the distortionless transmission system, that is equal to y of t is equal to k into x of t minus td. So here y of t is nothing but output, k is the multiplication, it is also called as a amplitude. Okay, it is a amplitude, td is nothing but time delay. Here k is equal to amplitude, okay, td is nothing but time delay. సో ఇక్కడ ఏం చెప్తున్నా మెయిన్ ఒక మనం ఏదైనా సిగ్నల్ పంపించామంటే ట్రాన్స్మిటర్ నుంచి రిసీవర్కి, రిసీవర్ సైడ్ మనం ఏదైతే రిసీవ్ చేసుకుంటాం సిగ్నల్ అనేది, మనం పంపించిన ఎగ్జాక్ట్ సిగ్నల్ అంటే ట్రాన్స్మిటర్ సైడ్ పంపించిన సిగ్నల్కి ఎగ్జాక్ట్ సేమ్ షేపే కానీ మెయింటైన్ చేస్తే దట్ ఈస్ జనరల్లీ కాల్డ్ ఎ డిస్టార్షన్లెస్ ట్రాన్స్మిషన్ అని చెప్తాం. సో ఈ కన్సిడరేషన్లో టూ పారామీటర్స్ మన మైండ్లోకి పెట్టుకోవాలి. ఫస్ట్ వన్ ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ యాంప్లిట్యూడ్. యాంప్లిట్యూడ్ అనేది కాన్స్టెంట్గా ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, ఇట్ మే బి ఇంక్రీజింగ్ ఆర్ ఇట్ మే బి డిక్రీజింగ్, నో ఇష్యూస్ అట్ ఆల్. At the same time, time delay. So time delay అనేది maybe time advance అయి ఉండొచ్చు, maybe time advance or time delay. Okay, those are the two considerations. So that means the corresponding time interval may be same, but it may be advance or delay. So that is depending upon the situation. So for that purpose, let us consider this is a mathematical notation for distortionless transmission. So let us see here, if you are applying the, let us consider equation number 1, applying the Fourier transform to the above equation, what happens? It is y of t, Fourier transform of y of t is equal to y of omega, that is equal to k into, okay, it is a time shifting property, based on that one, e power j omega td into x of omega. So suppose if you want to derive the transfer function for the distortionless transmission, generally we know that transfer function means that it is a ratio of output to the input in the frequency domain. Okay, the ratio of output to the input in the frequency domain, that is generally called as a transfer function. Therefore here y of omega is output by x of omega is input. Output by input in the frequency domain, that is gives rise to k into e power minus j omega td. So y of omega by x of omega can be represented as h of omega, that is nothing but transfer function, that is equal to k into minus e power j omega td. This is generally called as a distortionless transmission equation. Now it can be represented in a mathematically, h of omega is equal to, here amplitude is equal to h of omega is equal to amplitude phase angle is equal to h of omega is value is equal to minus omega TD. Okay, so because of it is a e power j theta format, theta value is equal to here omega TD. So suppose if the system is said to be a distortionless transmission, at that time the amplitude of the system is constant throughout the frequencies, for all frequencies. So let us consider a small graph for distortionless transmission. If you are, it is a amplitude for phase graph is nothing but linear. So it is nothing but amplitude. Okay, it is nothing but omega, it is nothing but phase. So two important criteria is nothing but the amplitude of the system maintains a constant value throughout the all frequencies, then it is said to be distortionless, and second condition is nothing but the phase is linear with respect to the omega, then it is generally called. If the system satisfies these two criteria, obviously we can say that the corresponding system is a distortionless transmission, right guys? So it is very clear, I think. Okay, suppose if you think very practically, suppose it is not possible to design a distortionless transmission in the real world because of our criteria is nothing but the amplitude is constant throughout all the frequencies. Is it possible infinite number of frequencies in the real time scenario? Obviously it is not possible. So such a situations, just we need to maintain a maximum frequency value. Okay, so that is the main criteria. That means at least the corresponding amplitude over within the range of signal bandwidth. So that is generally called as a distortionless transmission. Okay, so such a kind of systems are generally called as a distortionless transmission through a systems. So that is the first criteria. This is a graphical, it is a just a figure for distortionless systems. So it is also one of the most important point for the external questions. Okay, like this. Okay, suppose let us consider it is a system. Okay, when the input signal x of t is equal like this. Okay, so 0 to t. So the output of the system is like this, at least y of t is equal to t. So Td is a y of t, amplitude may be 1. So like this. So then we can say that this corresponding system is a distortionless system because of here our input signal is like this, sawtooth wave, like let us consider like a sawtooth wave within the interval 0 to t, amplitude may be 1. So the output of the system at a for a distortionless transmission also, this shape of the system is maintains the same shape. That means whatever the output of the system is an exact replica of the input, but there is a variations in the amplitude. Let us consider it is a k. Okay, so it is delayed by the t units. Okay, so that means it is shifted by the td times, but signal shape may be same. So that's why it is called as a distortionless transmission. Okay. So coming to the next point of view, next one is nothing but okay. So next topic is nothing but signal bandwidth and system bandwidth. So what is meant by signal band? Signal bandwidth means that the band of frequencies which contains a maximum energy, that is generally called as a signal bandwidth. That means signal bandwidth means that band of frequencies which contains most of the signal energy. Okay, so signal bandwidth means that band of frequencies which contains a most of the signal energy, that is generally called as a signal bandwidth. System bandwidth means that, okay, system bandwidth means that the band of frequencies, the amplitude of the corresponding is 1 by 2 root 2 of its maximum value. Let us consider a graphical representation. Let us consider omega 1 and omega 2. Let us consider A is the amplitude, A by root 2, omega 1, omega 2. So this is just a graphical representation for the system bandwidth. So system bandwidth means the band of frequencies in between omega 1 to omega 2. The maximum amplitude of the corresponding system is 1 by root 2 of its maximum amplitude. Okay na? So that is also called as a 3 dB. Okay na? So 1 by root 2 of its maximum value, it is containing in the midpoints. Okay. So system bandwidth means that the band of frequencies over which the amplitude of the signal is equal to 1 by root 2 of its maximum value at a midpoint, that is generally called as a system bandwidth. So it is also one of the important questions maybe for 2 marks point of view. Okay, I think it is very clear guys. Okay na? So signal bandwidth ante maximum signal energy ఏ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీస్లో అయితే మ్యాక్సిమం కంటైన్ అయి ఉంటుందో దట్ ఈస్ జనరల్లీ కాల్డ్ as సిగ్నల్ బ్యాండ్. సిస్టమ్ బ్యాండ్విడ్త్లోకి వచ్చేసరికి ఏ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ బ్యాండ్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీస్ రేంజ్, ఏ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ రేంజ్లో అయితే ఆంప్లిట్యూడ్ ఆఫ్ ది కోస్పానిక్ సిస్టమ్ అనేది 1 by root 2 ఆర్ 3 dB ఆంప్లిట్యూడ్కి ఈక్వల్ అవుతుందో, 3 dB 1 by root 2 ఆఫ్ ఇట్స్ మ్యాక్సిమం వాల్యూకి ఈక్వల్ అవుతుందో, దట్ ఈస్ జనరల్లీ కాల్డ్ as a సిస్టమ్ బ్యాండ్విడ్త్. Okay, I think it is very clear guys. Just we discussed 2 topics, that is nothing but distortionless transmission, signal bandwidth and system bandwidth. Very important questions for the external point of view. Thank you for watching GMK tutorials. Thank you.